Hey guys and girls, something a bit different today. I'm actually not trying to sell you something. I'm just going to have a bit of a run through of my lovely new amp that I've got from the fabulous guys at Two-Rock. I've been very lucky to have some really phenomenal amps over the years, and I still have probably a bigger amp collection I think now than I probably do have kind of guitars and stuff. I often get a guitar, stick with it for a long time, but lots of different amps come and go and stuff, and I've had some phenomenal amps over the years, you know, lots of different Dr. Z's, Matchless, Bad Cat. You know, I've had it like all of us. I think we've been through absolutely all these different brands trying to find the holy grail. Some lovely vintage Fenders, and I'm lucky enough to have some really nice old Fenders in my collection, with some beautiful older Dr. Z models that I still really love, like the Carmen Gear, the Maz, and the Easy G50. I also really love the Route 66 as well, but the thing that I really like about this amp is kind of the Bloomfield Drive. It's a two-channel amp in a kind of, not in the modern sense. It's like a two-mode single-channel type sort of amp basically. So I'm always struggling to get the perfect kind of clean sound that then sounds good with pedals, because either the clean sound is too clean, you know, so when you kick in a fuzz or an overdrive, it can just sound a bit too fizzy or a bit too harsh sounding. But what this amp has got, it's almost got like a second channel, but that just sounds like an amp that's been turned up really loud. So I can switch between a really kind of a bright traditional Fendery Two-Rock type sort of clean sound for my when I want that real bell-like Strat sort of tone, and then when I switch to the second channel, it's perfect for like a heavier rhythm sound, you know, that like Pride and Joy type sort of rhythm sound, that Stevie Ray sort of sound, and then it sounds great when you kick in, you know, a pedal as well. And this is a 100 watt amp, but it switches down to 50 as well. But I kind of I got obsessed with trying to keep the volume down on stage, you know, and using amps with 6V6s and EL84s. And while I really love them, you can't beat the pure beef when you're playing with a Strat, and the pure wallop that you get from using 6L6s like what this amp's got. It's got a beautiful reverb on it as well. It's got this lovely suede finish that they kind of fitted on there for me. I'm just going to have a quick run through of a few different sounds. I'm just going to show you what the clean sound is like, and then just go over to that second kind of dirtier rhythm type sort of sound. There we go. So that's just the pure clean sound. So it's clean, it's got that lovely definition, but it's still got a nice bit of sustain for when you do play single note stuff. It's still got a natural sustain to it. So I'm just going to switch over to that lead channel now. So you hear it's still kind of pretty clean, but it's just got that little bit of kind of crunch behind it that kind of gives you a heavier rhythm sound or a low gain kind of solo sound. And then I'll stack a pedal on top so you can hear that. But then I can still hit the boost pedal just to when I want a little bit more drive, and it kind of doesn't take anything away from the sound of the amp. It kind of just enhances what's there. So. The cool thing with it is it's got I know that the guys worked really hard with this amp, so you can kind of set the reverb really kind of high on the clean channel, and then when you switch to the drive, it doesn't like kind of wash over and spill over, you know, like a lot of amps that have higher gain amps and amps with distortion on that have got reverb. So I've got it set pretty heavy with reverb there. And then when you hear that go to the lead, still got the reverb there, but it hasn't jumped up massively in level. So it's not messing with single notes or cutting across on the chord stuff. So anyway, I'm just going to have a complete waz through and just some mindless self-indulgence now, basically just playing through the amp. You know, like I say, this isn't a big, massive selling session. I just want to say that, you know, that really, really love this amp, and thanks to the guys at Two-Rock for making it for me. So I hope you enjoy listening, and thank you very much. Cheers, bye-bye.